How's everybody doing? I wanted to make this video about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin real? Is Bitcoin fake? I watch a lot of videos and I've been watching Bitcoin for a while. And I think Bitcoin is like the new Amazon. Amazon is a specific stock, but a couple years ago when Amazon hit $1,000 a share and it's climbed to over $1,000, it was the craze. It's like, who wants to get rich? Buy Amazon and buy a house or whatever. So that's what Bitcoin is now. Bitcoin, if you get Bitcoin, holy shit, you're going to get rich. If you buy Bitcoin, you're going to lose everything. Bitcoin's fake. Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's the future. What is Bitcoin? So Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is a new type of currency like Square or PayPal, where you can do a lot of things electronically. There's a lot to it. I can probably make this video for an hour and talk about Bitcoin, the definition about Bitcoin. But basically, Bitcoin is kind of the way of the future. Because the dollar is always, it's always been inflated. It loses value. It increases in value. People basically want more of a security, in since we deal so much with electronics now. Bitcoin is basically the avenue in the short sense, is where people are going. I'm watching the Bitcoin ticker right now. There's been a big pullback and now it's going back up. And that's the thing. So what Bitcoin is, since it is a currency, it trades daily. It doesn't just stop on the weekends. So basically, it's about supply and demand. The demand is really high for Bitcoin. There's a lot that goes into Bitcoin and a lot of belief that's going into Bitcoin really is the reason why it's been driving up. There's not really simple things or like a, 1 + 1 = this, that's really driven Bitcoin up. It's just the supply and the belief. And I wanted to touch on some things, especially the new article that came out in Forbes, which is a huge magazine. It's really good information. And there is an article in there that comes from Warren Buffett. And Buffett, who has a huge ownership in Berkshire Hathaway, has been around forever. And he's, I think, the third richest billionaire in the world right now. That seems to change like daily. He hates Bitcoin. He said he will never buy Bitcoin. He will never own it. He doesn't care how high it goes. And I wanted to actually just talk about that because I kind of believe in Bitcoin. I think that I kind of missed the boat on Bitcoin because it's over $3,000 a share. I'm sorry. It is over $30,000 a share. It is basically a Toyota Camry. So I wish I would have got into it when it pulled back and when it was going at like the $15,000 share price. I do think it will pull back because, like all currency or metals or materials or any stocks, when recessions happen, when the market dies, when all kinds of things happen, it does pull back. There is a lot of predictors right now. They're thinking that Bitcoin will crash again and will go below 20,000. If it goes below 20,000, you bet your ass I'm getting into Bitcoin. And there's some things where you can get into Bitcoin too. There are ETFs that attach to Bitcoin. There are certain currencies that attach to Bitcoin. Or you can just flat out buy Bitcoin. And also, just so you people know, Bitcoin aren't little coins. There's no really such thing as like a Bitcoin coin. It is electric. It's all electrocurrency or cryptocurrency. So it's not a physical Bitcoin. So yeah, just so you know that. So basically, there's 3 reasons why Bitcoin is not on Buffett's radar. The first thing, Bitcoin, to Warren Buffett, is that he thinks that Bitcoin has no underlying value. Basically, since it's a currency, for Warren Buffett, he doesn't like it because it doesn't pay a dividend. It doesn't give you earnings. It's basically something that you just hold on to and it goes up and it's supply and demand and you can sell it if it goes way high and you can make a lot of money and you got to pay capital gains on it and that's about it. So it doesn't pay a dividend for him. Basically, it doesn't produce stable or recurring cash flow for him. So meaning it just doesn't have a great track record and it's so new, which could be a good thing. Also, secondly, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly because I can make this video forever. He only invests with things he understands. Now, the simple answer to that and the simple opinion to that is I agree. If I didn't understand Bitcoin, which I still don't, and if I didn't understand certain things, why am I going to throw money into it? I'd rather go throw money into a hole and bury it. And at least I know that it's in a hole, but it's not doing anything except just deteriorating and going to turn back into dirt. But he doesn't understand it. And I get that. Basically, you can do research on it. He understands that it's a cryptocurrency. He knows what PayPal is. He knows what MasterCard and Visa is because he invests into MasterCard and Visa. He knows what banks are. He knows what the structure of that is, but he doesn't know what the structure of the Bitcoin is. And I think there are millions of people that don't understand the structure. Even people that are invested into Bitcoin and who have made millions of dollars and billions of dollars into Bitcoin, but have also lost the same amount, still don't really have a grip of what Bitcoin is and why Bitcoin. Like, why Bitcoin? Why can't we call it Tipcoin or Whipcoin? Why Bitcoin? Because there are a lot of copycats out there. So I get that. I understand that. And basically the third thing is Bitcoin is highly volatile, and meaning it goes up and down as the market goes. But for him, there's a lot of people that think that it is the single greatest investment since like Amazon or since Apple or since, I don't know, the early days of just stocks in general. But a lot of people think that it is a bubble that is just about to crash. So if you were born, well, it doesn't really matter where you were born, but if you were old enough to be an investor in the late 90s and early 2000s, there was this thing called the dot-com bubble, where the internet, God, it's so crazy that the internet really hasn't been around that long, or it has been around long. And I think of it like it happened like 50 years ago, but it didn't. It's just crazy. I just thought about that. But the dot-com bubble was like this, oh my God, it's the internet. And everybody was freaking out and they wanted to cash into it. And then it just completely tanked. People lost billions of dollars. Companies went bankrupt. But during that dot-com bubble, you saw places like Amazon come to the forefront. You saw all these other companies start to creep in there, starting out like $10 a share, believe that. So he thinks it's just another one of those things. Let's see, what else? Because it's so, volatile, it's only on demand. So his idea is he thinks it's only at 30,000 and can continue to climb. There's analysts that think that Bitcoin in just a year can get to $200,000 a share. But it can also crash. He just thinks that it's just this hot commodity and it's this thing that people just want. And it's that ooh factor. So that's why he's not investing in it. Personally, I mean, there's a lot of truth to that. Warren Buffett is a very, very smart man. His company is very smart. He just didn't make his billions of dollars on just, penny stocks and just like winging it. He does he's smart. He does his research really well. So there's a lot of truth to that. But I think we saw a pullback about a year and a half ago with Bitcoin where people thought that it was just this fake thing. And I think it's answered a lot of questions. And I think Bitcoin is here to stay. And I think Bitcoin is going to start that new revolution. Remember when the iPhone came out and everybody was like, holy crap, that's the craziest thing. It's a computer phone. That happened like, God, that was so long ago. I don't think I was going through puberty. I was like at elementary school. But when the iPhone came out, it was like this crazy thing. So look where it's gone now. Look at the market cap that Apple's at right now. I think Bitcoin is one of those type of things where it's here to stay. And it's going to be this gigantic thing. So that's my spiel on Bitcoin. If you want, please research Bitcoin. I think it's a good thing for all of us to do if you're going to get into it. I think it is smart to at least have a piece of it, but just know it is volatile, which means it goes up and down all the time. And most of the time that it goes down, it's people that are making millions of dollars and then they just cash out, sell everything, and it fluctuates. So Do your research, like this video, and y'all have a great day.